So actually, back to Belinda Jeffries. She's apparently a colorist, except she was told information about me, then started spreading that I dye my hair black. That's funny, because my hair is naturally black. It's actually naturally near jet black when I was younger. The older you get, you lose pigmentation. But since I grew up from being... I did have blonde hair as a toddler, that's right. It's not unusual. And I'm looking for one of my... this wouldn't do. Oh no, hang on, one of the photo albums. So basically, yeah, my hair is actually dark brown, near jet black. And I don't know why this was brought up. And it's just to do with wrongly identifying me as other people. Apparently, I had blonde hair as a teenager. Never. I had blonde hair as a baby. As a baby toddler. But that's my baby and toddler hair. Look, I don't see why you have to explain it to someone that claims she's the blonde whisperer. She's a deadbeat fucking loser from Penrith that shoves way too much cocaine up her nose, smokes too much cannabis, and downs too many bottles of vodka on a daily basis. I mean, 2 grams of coke up. I've seen it. Are you going to say it's defamation when I've seen it? I witnessed it myself. Go on. Say that I'm wrong, because I've got toxicology reports that back myself up that I don't use drugs. Because every time I was affiliated with her, I'm like, fuck me, dead. She's a nut job. I'm only being polite because she's my hairdresser. So my hair's been black naturally, but I was a blonde baby. That's what oh, here we go. This right here. So the frizziness comes from my dad's side of the family. This right here, that is my twin sister Amanda. That's down at Esselong Beach in, is that 1990? It's 99. That's Dad's older sister who's passed on. That's Aunt Sandra. Thick black afro hair. That is my auntie who looks Greek. You see that lady there? That's Sandra Johnson. She doesn't look like a Sandra Johnson. Her maiden name's Fleming. That's the oldest Fleming. So that is Stanley and Ruby Fleming's oldest daughter, my dad's oldest sister. She's passed away in 2001. That's my auntie. Jet black, naturally jet black hair. The one eyebrow that the Flemings so commonly have. The black hair, the black beard. You got to see there on auntie. The thick black hair, the curly, frizzy, afro, untamable hair. And there's the hook nose. That right there is my dad. Let me get it clearer. That is down at that wharf there. So that's Edelong Wharf. This direction up here, you're going to see what used to be called Anderson's Boat Shed. That's on the coast because we grew up around the beach. We didn't just have one boring lifestyle like these plebeians did. It's because they're poor people. Poor people don't understand what it's like to live when you've got 2 working parents, 2 full-time working parents, and you have like a holiday house, you know, where you actually spend holiday at the beach, or, you know, the fact that your family members have the money to move. I found this really confusing when you're with housos. Housos live in the same area for like 20 years because they can't move. It's like, wow. So you don't get to evolve. Like, my grandparents moved from the inner city because they wanted the bigger house and more land. You don't get to do things like that because you don't have any money. Like, that's what my grandparents did. They wanted to go from the inner city suburbs to the suburbs. So they did. My dad's parents went from the inner city. Like, Dad's father's from Botany Bay. Dad's mother's from Abbotsford. Dad's mother's born in Five Dock. Okay? And then they went to Parramatta in the, was it 1952, I think it was? Or 53? No, it was 50. I do have a good memory. 1953, I think, Stanley and Ruby Fleming moved to Parramatta, which is where my auntie's raised and so forth. But they retired because they always spend holidays at the beach and they wanted to retire there. So they did. They brought a house there. Okay? I'm not saying that they were, because they weren't. Dad's side weren't. My grandfather was a war veteran. They had no money. Like, they weren't like my mum's parents. Like, no trade. Like, both my mum's parents had trades. My grandmother, Lola, she was a clerk, and my grandfather, Red, she was a butcher. So they had trades. My dad's parents didn't. Like, Ruby, they didn't have good jobs. So they had what they had. So my dad's upbringing was my dad's upbringing. I'll say that. But, which is astounding when you see where Ruby's father actually came from. Because Ruby's father is actually from, well, Ruby's father technically is from Dunedin, New Zealand, and then moved to Woollahra, married Ada Gray, the one that looks Jewish, which is my grandmother Ruby's mother, and she's from Abbotsford, so they moved to Abbotsford after they married in Woollahra. But Ruby's grandparents are from Southampton and London in the UK. But like like it astounds me to think where her father started from and then where she ended up too. But she still had a good life. I mean, it was because my grandfather had health problems after the war, basically. But he brought it to Long Beach, Bengala Street at Long Beach, just down from the water, not too far, walking distance, and that's where they lived. And then Dad's sister, she moved from Parramatta to Umina Beach when we were kids. I remember when I moved there. So that's the one that, like, honestly, on social media, it's one of the photos. That's Dad's older sister. They're like, oh, now he's saying his family's Greek. I'm like, you're saying it because you're looking at a photo of my auntie saying she's Greek. How can that be his auntie? You're saying it. That is my auntie Sandra Fleming. That is my dad's older sister. You said she was Greek because you said she looked Greek. Okay? You said it. I said the Flemings, okay, are ethnic. Dad's father was an orphan, born in another country, okay, as far as we know, and he was raised by Edith Kavanagh. Stanley Fleming. You said it. The same as, where's Dad's, I might have a photo here of Dad's father. I would have put them up anyway. Even Dad. I mean, Dad doesn't look it now. He's had so many freaking health problems. God, I hope I don't follow that way. Oh, here we go, Uncle Graham. Jet black hair runs right through my family. Okay, it's either jet black or blonde. This here is taken in 1990. This is on the Central Coast. This was at Sandra's son's engagement to Rachel. That is my dad's oldest brother. That's Uncle Graham. And that's Amanda. That's Amanda when we were kids. That right there, look how black his hair is. That's my Uncle Gray. That's Graham Fleming. Right there, Graham Fleming must be close to 80 years of age now. God, he's the oldest. It goes Sandra, then Graham. But there you go. You're either white or you're black on my dad's side. Seriously. That's Uncle Gray. There you go. So that's my father's oldest brother. All right. I think it's absolute rubbish what people have come up with in the last fucking 10 years. It's like, you're an idiot. Like, you're an absolute fucking idiot, the stories that you've made up. It's like, well, you're the dickhead, not me. Oh, here we go. So the person whose engagement was at, Dad's nephew, he's old now. Like I tell you what, because these are family members. This cousin is a lot older than myself and my sister. That's his engagement. So they're divorced now. That's Rachel, and that's Shane Johnson. That's Sandra's son. Let me show you Sandra again. Hang on. So that's in 1990. There's Aunt Sandra. And that's what I said. Like, I've literally like, oh, he looks like he's Greek. They look like this. I'm like, yeah, but you said that, not me. And they're still like, I've literally had people stalk social media. Go, he's got photos of someone else's family on social media. I'm like, no, there you go. That's Sandra Fleming, or her maiden name's Fleming. It's Dad's older sister. That's her son, Shane Johnson. That's his ex-wife. That's Rachel Johnson. Shane and Rachel's children went to school with the Altavillas on the Central Coast. So that is my cousin. That's my dad's sister's son. And that's the one he follows with the dark olive skin, the black hair. Same as our grandfather. Dark olive skin, black hair. That's his mother. All right, there we go. That's the mother. And there we go. I'll go this way then. That's the son. So that's auntie and cousin. That's my cousin. And that's my auntie. That's the Flemings. I know you guys are stupid. I've had to spoon feed this shit to you now for 10 years. I've had fucking dickheads in Sydney. Because all they know is my mum's. What's always say was like, oh no, I've met his mother. I'm like, yeah, and? I would never introduce you to my dad's side because you're a deadbeat. Yeah, my mum just shows up. So I've got no choice. But half these people that have been in my life, I'm like, yeah, man, you passed through my life. We're not. If we were close, you would have met my dad 25 years ago. Like every single person like I've met since 2001 wasn't people that I would say, oh, I'm going to be close to them. I'm going to be friends with them because I'm not. Like, I looked at half these people and thought, Jesus Christ, they're dragged up. And that's Dad. That's how my dad looked in 1990. So when people say how I look, so Dad was dark. This is here, the photo. Okay, I'm not changing. There's no filters. No filters, no nothing. This is the photo. Dad had dark olive skin when he was younger. And look, see, that's me. That's myself when I was a kid. Jet black hair. Look, no filters. And look at the jewelry on my dad back then. That's how my dad dressed. That's Amanda. Look at the jewelry in his hand there. Okay, that's my dad, Mark Ann Fleming. That's Mark Ann Fleming. Justin Mark Fleming. Amanda Lee Fleming. Okay, look. Photo, original photo, no filters. Dark olive skin. Jet black hair. Wake up to yourself, dickheads. You don't know me. You look like fucking idiots shitting your mouth off for 10 years. And then what'd you do? Listen to Carol's family? Oh, you fucking losers of people. Seriously. Now, here we go. Dad's dog, Heifer. Oh, literally fucking morons. Alright. This is down at Long Beach. Okay? That's my father, Mark Ian Fleming. Twin sister Amanda Lee Fleming. Myself, Justin Mark Fleming. That's Dad's German Shepherd, Heifer. The German Shepherd used to go everywhere with Dad. To the beach, to the shops, to the grocery shops. You name it. That German Shepherd used to sleep inside until Dad got with the lady he had another daughter with, Debbie. Debbie didn't like dogs inside. But that, when we were kids, Heifer used to sleep in with us. That's Heifer. Dad's German Shepherd. Alright? And I've got to have the photo here somewhere. And this one's never been clear. Oh, here we go. No, let's go with this one. That's right, because you guys were saying about this photo. Okay, this one on social media. See this one? This one here. Yep, there's no filters. Dad had dark olive skin when he was younger. That's Mark Ann Fleming. That's Sky Sheridan Fleming when she was 1. This photo here is taken December 1996. That is Mark Ann Fleming, Sky Sheridan Fleming, and that's Sandra, Dad's older sister. That there you can just see at the end. That's Darren LeMay. There you go. This photo is taken out the back of the house, my father's house in Empire Bay. Okay, guys? So next time you talk about who Justin looks like, I've even got Dad's nose. Right? There's my father. Dark black hair. Okay? Olive skin. Wavy hair. Look, it's not straight. There you go. Have a look at Dad's hair there. Next time you talk about my hair being curly, that's my father's hair. Have a good hard look at Mark Ian Fleming's hair. Have a good hard look at Sandra's hair. I've brushed my hair down straight my entire life. Have a good look. And then go and speak to Carol again, dickheads. You see, there's no filters. There we go. There's the photograph. That's the photograph, you see? No filters, dickheads. I know you do as a dumb cunts because this has gone on for 10 years, but there's Dad. Right there. Sky Sheridan Fleming. That's Mark Ian Fleming, my father. Sky Sheridan Fleming, my younger sister. And that's Sandra Fleming, Dad's older sister. Good luck. Good luck, guys. You've what up for 10 years of damages. You're fucking losers. I mean, idiots just relied on bullshit. From what? Oh, his dad when he's older. So, I mean, didn't age well. We have a shelf life, the Flemings, that's true. His dad and Sky, oh, how old were we here? Because both my nephews are born. This is at Dad's at Empire Bay. God, this must be about, hang on. Joshua was born, must be around about 2010. So, 2010, so we're talking about, not that long ago. That is Sky Sheridan Fleming, my younger sister. That's my dad, Mark. Still dark skin there. He wasn't like, now he's got a lot of health problems. So, yeah, but that's what so he's still dark skin there, my father. That's myself. Look at my dark skin. My father and I, look at our skin colour. Look at my twin sister. Different skin colour. I've been saying this my entire life. Amanda takes after her mother. I take after her father. There's a fucking photo, you dickheads. We're right close to each other. There's Dad. There's me. There's myself. That's my nephew, Brendan. That's my nephew, Joshua. That's my twin sister, Amanda. That's my younger sister, Sky Sheridan Fleming. That's my father, Mark Ian Fleming. Hey, fuckwits, guess where the photo's taken? At my dad's house, Hillcrest Road, Empire Bay. That's in the family room, you dickheads. Look at us. All right? You want to make up some stories? There we go. Dad, dark. Look at it. There's no filters. You can see the contrast between everyone's skin colour. There you go. Look at my skin colour. Look at my dad's skin colour. Dark. Look at my sisters. That's because Amanda looks like my mother's side and I look like my father's side. I don't have the like really dark olive skin that my dad's father had. He had really dark olive skin. No, I don't have that. But I come pretty close to having dark skin unless I'm sick. Like I've said to you dickheads, you're making up fucking... Like, you look like idiots. Honestly, God, like, you're just fucking stupid. The rubbish that losers, including immigration, have said in the last 10 years. I'm like, you can't look at a fucking photograph. Like, that's a fucking photograph, moron. There you go. There you go. There's the Flemings. All right, there you go. Have a good hard look. Okay, because my dad's got dark skin. I've got dark skin. My sister hasn't, but I look like a Fleming. My dad is a Fleming. I'm a Fleming. That's our youngest sister, Sky Sheridan Fleming. You're fucking stupid. You're so stupid that you kept it going for 10 years with all this shit. It's like, yeah, do you know how much money you owe me now? You're an idiot. You're fucking dickheads, I swear to God. You're an idiot. Yeah, but paying it. I love when you just go, oh, hang on, wait a minute. Dad did deep sea scuba diving. Now, let me see if any of these photos are written on so I actually can tell where he was actually at. But I think he's even got a video of himself with deep sea scuba diving. I can actually get the photo out. It's in the wrong way, that's why. Well done. These people are fucking losers. Alright. Codhole May, Codhole is the area where he's at, right there. May 1993. So my dad was still doing deep sea scuba diving in 1993. That's my dad. That was his sport. He did deep sea scuba diving. We're coastal families. Yeah, that's Mark Ian Fleming. Mark Ian Fleming. Okay. Dickheads. Losers. Fuckwits from immigration. Deadbeats from Tamworth in New England. Fucking losers of people from Sydney who claim they knew me. You knew me so well I wouldn't even introduce you. You weren't good enough to be introduced to my dad's side 20 years ago. So how'd you know me? You know me so well. Right. Yeah, that's why I never bothered introducing you to any family members of my dad's side. I didn't think you were worth anything. But you knew me so well. Fucking idiots. But I was a blonde kid. My hair just slowly went black as I got older. You know? And when I was a kid, if I went out in the sun, mate, my hair bleach. But hang on here. No, that's not the original, is it? There's one of the originals. Yeah, that's me in 2002. Hair's jet black. Anyway. Oh yeah, no filters. I love when dickheads make up stories that they think that, oh, must be this pushover that's going to let them get away with it. Here we go. This here is when we're little kids with our mother. That is Carol Ann Purdy. Like I said, I was a blonde baby near white. But if you have a look at that photo there, you can see the black coming through my roots. Look at that. That's me, Justin Mark Fleming. That's Amanda Lee Fleming. That's Carol Ann Purdy, but she was a Fleming with her first marriage. This is us with our mother. There you go. Like I said, blonde baby, but even in that photo there, you can see the black hair coming through. Right, what else do I have to say? That you people are fucking stupid. That you're deadbeat criminals that make up fucking stories. That you're the biggest losers of fucking people I've ever met in my entire life, and that's what I have anything to do with you. Oh, here we go. Like I said, yeah, because it is go. Oh, it must be from someone else's. No photo. Okay, modelling. I always did modelling. That's myself. There. Okay, that's me modelling. Yep. That's me in what 1999, I think that was modelling. I always did modelling. I don't know why you thought I was a farmer. Yeah, there we go. That's me modelling. What else? Because I love it, you know, when I can actually prove you dumb cunts wrong. Oh, here we go. Is this where she's straightening my hair? Or thinning it? Here we go. I think she's straightening my hair. Now, I've said I've always straightened my hair. There's the flat iron going through my hair. The flat iron. Having my hair straightened. That's me in 1999. The hairdresser is putting a flat iron through my hair, straightening it. Straightening my hair. 1999. That's me. Dickheads. Should I keep going? Because I proved you wrong that you just come after my life in the last 10 years for no apparent reason, just to disrupt it and caused and cost me damages because you're fuckwits. I have, haven't I? Should we leave it as there? It's just over 20 minutes. Or should I keep proving you dumb cunts wrong even more? Hey? Should we keep doing it more? Oh, hang on. What's this here? Oh, it's a postcard from Amanda. Back must be around the year 2000, is it? And what is this? Misfire. May the Lord watch between you and me when we're absent one from the other. So, Amanda, you actually did remember a Roman Catholic upbringing. This is Genesis, I think, 3.2. Genesis. Because you put it there. I don't know what happened to Amanda when she got back with Carol. Honestly, when Amanda moved back around Carol, I have no idea what happened to her memory. Carol's wiped it again. She's brainwashed Amanda again. Because here, this is, if I can put my glass on and see what date. So it's US, so it was either 2000 2001. But here we are. Amanda sent me a postcard. Misfah had a lot of meaning, part of our religion, and it is in Hebrew. So she obviously did remember a Roman Catholic upbringing to a point. Back then, it just so happens that when she got brainwashed around our mother yet again, she seems to forget. Misfire. Genesis. Oh, it's on here. Get out. No way. Where's my glasses? Here we go. Amanda, you sent me this. This is from, and we, like I said to you, Roman Catholic school in St. Aidan's in Rooty Hill. You did remember. You used to have a memory before you moved around Mum and she'd wiped your memory. Genesis, I was close, 31.49. Genesis 3:1.49. I was reading this again in 27. I've always gone back to this. Why? This is our upbringing. See this? That's why it's tattooed to my back. Have a look. This is what Amanda sent me when she was living in America. Have a good look. Do you know why? Because when Amanda was away from the area she lives, her memory comes back. When Amanda is away from Carol and Carol's sisters, she starts remembering again. She only gets brainwashed by being around Carol. This. See? She still remembered Roman Catholic schooling, St. Aidan's, 1984, all our translation of the Bible. This is when we learnt. So we had to translate the Bible. Basically, it was part of our Roman Catholic upbringing because the Bible was in Aramaic, Hebrew, and ancient Greek. This was part of our religion. Amanda sent me this. Like I've said, get Amanda away from her mother. She'll start remembering. Get Amanda away from the area she lives. Take Amanda away from where she lives. Get away, well away from it. When she lived in America, she started remembering. She was a very different person. She should never have left America. Amanda sent me this. When she's away from the brainwashing, she remembers. But the problem is, when she's in the bubble that they've created for her, and she's getting brainwashed day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, repetitively, over, she forgets. But in America, well, she did remember a Roman Catholic upbringing, Misfah. This is why Misfah is tattooed on my back. There. That is from my twin sister, Amanda. She was normal living in America. Every time she's around my mother and my mother's sisters, she forgets. Of course you do, Amanda. You've been brainwashed your entire life by them. When are you going to step out from away from them? I'll leave it at that. Actually, no, I won't. Sorry, one more thing. Leo Patrick Sayer, my great uncle. Right? Yeah, he used to give you stuff for keepsakes. That was one of the letters he had. Oh, actually, no, let's go for all this. It's just facts. Reginald George Purdy. My mum's father is this guy here with the jet black hair. That's him. That's Pop. Reginald George Purdy. That photo's taken in what? 1953. I want to see these people arrested for the last 10 years. I don't care what organisation it is. I don't care if these fuckwit people think that they're friends of mine or not. Sorry. If you're a friend of mine, you wouldn't have carried on the behaviour that you did. You're not a friend of mine. You know. So, no, you're not a friend of mine. I want to see him arrested. End of story. There's nobody in Australia that I would really consider being a friend of mine. And yeah, that's all I need to show. Yeah. Facts. So do you want to go over it again? Because apparently, didn't Justin say it was Italian? Did he say it was Greek? He's got photos of someone else on his social media. She's clearly Greek. Yeah, you're saying she's clearly Greek. You're saying that my dad's older sister, Sandra Fleming, is clearly Greek because she looks it. And you're making the stories up. We can go around in circles for years. Or what we can actually do is just go to fucking court with this shit.